All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more high school football playoff action. Tonight in the junior matchup, the Superior Heights Steelhawks sporting the black jerseys and the Korah Colts sporting their whites tonight. Good matchup we're expecting here today. I'm Donnie Matthews at Sergeant John Fott Field, joined by Liam Mears.
Well, Donnie, we saw a couple games yesterday that were a little bit more than a close game. It was a couple games that both were very lopsided, and I would like to see, at least in our first game here today, hopefully an even match. And both of these teams, they've played before, and it's been good games each time they've come out.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now that this is an exciting group over here for Superior, a really good young grade 9 class. And honestly, the same goes for Korah, as over the season, Davian Clark has stepped up to more of a leader quarterback role. And just some of the guys on that team that have been able to produce in the 9th grade, this is going to be exciting. All right, the kick is off, fielded by Superior Heights. They take it up the middle. There's a hole. He's got room. And Kalen Nels, he's slipping tackles. Finally, that was 55. Simon McLean back in the lineup tonight from injury. Finally brought down by number 8, Ethan Brewer, the other quarterback for the Colts.
Good to see Simon McLean back in the lineup, as they missed him last week, and he's a huge part to this return team. And as you saw it right there, quick hands and then following his blocks, and a great start to this game for the Steelhawks, in which they needed to start fast.
All right, first down here for the Steelhawks. Nick Joseph, the quarterback, under center with a heavy backfield. They hand it off to 14, who's got room to the outside, cuts it back up the middle, and is finally brought down by Koch Emilio. 14 is Eli Clowater, staple quick back for the Steelhawks. Able to get a good gain of about 8 yards on first down, sets up second and short.
Well, we see Eli Clowater come in. He's kind of their flash when you got LaSession as their power, right? So he takes the handoff to the right side and then starts to accelerate for about 7 yards before Martino Cachemilio was able to track him down. Standout nickel corner for Korah.
Joseph under center, takes the snap, hands it off. It's LaSession. LaSession up the middle, runs through a defender for a first down. I believe that's Brewer on defense for the Colts, able to make the tackle. It is a first down for LaSession and the Steelhawks.
Nice job by Ethan Brewer to stand his ground with big, powerful Noah LaSession coming right at him with a head full of steam. He still does enough for a first down, but good job by Brewer to just limit it to a first down.
Absolutely, and the 1-2 punch from that Superior backfield between Clowater and LaSession is tough to stop, but Joseph under center takes the snap, hands it off. It's LaSession again who bounces it to the outside, and he's showing speed, fights to the edge. A flag comes out in the backfield as he breaks one tackle and is finally wrapped up by Koch Emilio after the line to gain.
Yeah, he's going to call a hold on Superior.
Yeah,
so
it is
going
to be a hold against the Superior Steelhawks, and that is going to back him up. And another flag comes out.
A little extracurricular.
A little bit later.
Looked like that hold there sprung LaSession to be able to get to the outside, as it looked like it was on the peel back side.
Looks like maybe the player had just given the flag back and he threw it again. All right. I think they're going to call it back here from the start of the play, and it could possibly be 2nd and 20, as LaSession did not have the first down when the hold was called. So it will be an unsportsmanlike conduct against Superior Heights as well.
It's going to push them back 25.
Superior Heights and an objectionable conduct call.
Yeah, that's going to be a total of 25 yards against the Steelhawks. And, you know, that's just a blow you don't want to take this early on in the game, taking 25 yards worth of penalties after you had already had a roll on what's one of the better defenses in the league. That's just something you can't afford to have happen this early in the game.
Well, exactly, Donnie. You start super hot in terms of you get a couple good carries by LaSession and Clowater. You get a great return from McLean, and then you just shoot yourself in the foot from one single holding call, and then you didn't like the holding call, so you're going to start beaking, right?
And now Superior's facing a 1st and 30, which is officially a country mile. Joseph under center takes a snap, hands it off. It's number 6 up the middle who just can't shake the defensive lineman. Number 6, that's Michael Bishop with the carry for the Steelhawks. Number 81 on the tackle for the Colts, that's Amadeo Felice.
Yeah, Michael Bishop's a guy we see run both ways for the Steelhawks, as he is in the secondary as well for the young Steelhawks team. And didn't have anywhere to go right there, as that was a good job by the Korah defensive line to really shut that gap and
Absolutely.
then attempting to go for the football as well.
Yep. The Steelhawks here showing the diversity in the backfield. Joseph takes the snap. It's Lesession up the middle. Lesession hit early, chugs forward. Good couple of yards. Couder able to bring him down after a gain of just 3.
That is the epitome of a Noah Lesession run right there, as he's going to get that ball and he's just going to run through people. So good job for the Colts to get hands on him early and often.
You know, but this is the issue here with a quarterback as talented as Joseph. On second and, you know, more than 25, you're going to go under center and try and run the ball up the middle. It's a little bit of a questionable call, but we'll see what Joseph can do here. Under center, takes the snap, hands it off. It's McLean. McLean tries to fight to the outside, spinning out of tackles, but he's wrapped up. Cochamilio, among others. Brewer also in there.
You had Brewer, Gordon,
down.
Brewer, Reed Gordon, Cochamilio, everyone swarming to tackle Lesession as he's hard to bring. Oh, sorry, McLean. There was another one of their powerful
Yeah,
backs.
it was McLean. Sorry, I don't know if I said Lesession or not.
No, you said McLean, I said Lesession. But they got 3 backs that are powerful, right? You got McLean, you got Dominic Ryan, who plays linebacker as well, and then you have Noah Lesession, who comes in and handles the brunt of the workload in the run game.
We'll see now on a drive there where Superior Heights was looking like they were going to go down and score and was definitely in field goal range. They've backed themselves out and were unable to get back to first down yardage. So they'll punt the ball away, and it's just going to hang out in bounds. Fielded by Cochamilio. Tries to work up the sideline. He's pushed out of bounds, I believe, by the man we were just talking about. That's number 4. Yeah, that's Dominic Ryan who had the tackle.
Well, you're going to call his name a lot tonight, right, Donnie? Like, he's all over the field in that middle linebacker spot, and he's just great in the run game. So
I don't know who punted that for them.
Davian Clark, the quarterback for Korah, he's also a threat on the ground as well. So they have to be very, very careful to keep contain on the edge and keep him in a pocket.
Absolutely. Clark showing out this season, working his way up to the starting quarterback role, and him and Kalen Nels have certainly had a good connection this season, able to force the ball downfield and get Korah some touchdowns in the air.
No, I've been super impressed with Kalen Nels. I was talking to you about it yesterday when I was accidentally mistaking him for the senior team. But he is terrific in the middle of the field, and he's got a good rapport with Davian Clark.
So that's the back Superior Heights.
All right, so another penalty against Superior.
5-yard penalty, and it'll be first down.
Just no yards.
Yeah, I believe it's just a no yards call, but regardless, it's going to cost them. Now they're Korah starting 1st and 5 on their own 35. Clark takes the handoff, hands it off. Cochamilio, he's got a hole. He's breaking tackles. Unable to get away there from, I believe, Michael Bishop, who wraps him up after a gain of 15 yards.
Cochamilio, and we see it all the time when he's playing corner, his ability to track where the football is and then come full speed into the middle of the field. And we saw it right there when he grabbed the ball. He's just exploding through the holes. So good job by the left side of the line there to create a little something for him, and good job by Koch to just hit that at full speed.
Yeah, absolutely. And Colts going to stay in the same backfield set. Clark under center. He takes the snap, opens up, hands it off to number 22, who cuts it up through a hole. Flag comes out. Number 22 for the Colts, that's Caleb Leighton on the carry. There's a flag down right around the time the tackle happened. Could be on the offense or the defense.
Nah, it's going to be a hold on Korah's. I believe it was on the right side of the line there,
Yep.
allowing Leighton to get a little bit of room. And what we were just talking about with Davian Clark, it adds a whole other aspect as like a defender when you have a quarterback that's able to run like him, right? Especially in junior football when he can throw the ball down the field as well, right? It creates a whole nother issue.
No, absolutely. The ability to force the ball downfield when some of these DBs might not have seen a passing attack like that yet is definitely something to help get a leg up. But after the holding penalty, it'll be 1st and 20, for the Colts. Clark under center. Blitz coming, takes the snap, hands it off. It's Leighton, and Leighton can't get away in the backfield, and I believe that's number 66. Or no, it's not, sorry. Nice tackle in the backfield there. That's
McLean.
Simon McLean, 55.
Well, nothing for Leighton to do right there as McLean came at him full speed, and Leighton kind of was trying to get the edge there, and McLean did a good job keeping contain and not allowing him.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, McLean, as you said, that two-way player along with Dominic Ryan, and the stud backers today are definitely going to have something to say in this game, as they know that this team has the talent to beat anybody, and they're going to go out there and try and do it tonight. Clark takes the snap, They jump off sides. He dumps it off over the middle to Kuder. Kuder making it work, gets to the outside. Kuder with one man to beat, and he can't get away from Dominic Ryan, who has the touchdown saving tackle, but the flag that comes out early, I'm almost certain, will be a false start on the offense, and it'll back him up another 5 yards.
Yeah, just going to be one of the receivers got into the neutral zone before that ball was snapped. And we've talked about Nolan Kuder in the past about being a little bit of a Swiss Army knife for this Colts team, as he is the kicker. He plays on defense and he plays on offense. So kind of a guy that can do everything for you, and as a coach, I'm sure you love it.
Yeah, the jack of all trades out there, but, you know, a little unfortunate to watch him make such a play, break a couple of good tackles, and just, you know, gets enough for the first down on a big 2nd and long, and now we're going to face 2nd and even longer. 29 yards to gain for the Colts.
It's just you get such good momentum going on offense, and it's the worst feeling in the world when you shoot yourself in the foot over and over again.
Yeah, it just absolutely is a drive killer. But Clark dropping back, faces pressure, and he takes off. Clark to the outside. McLean wraps him up, able to bring him down after a gain of about 9.
We got more laundry on the
10 yards,
close side of the field.
And there is another flag down in the backfield. It's against the Colts, and this is going to back them up again. And penalties have definitely been the winning team so far in this game.
It's going to back them up 10 again.
Yeah,
this is just crazy.
Another holding against the Colts, and now we're going to have 2nd again and more than a country mile.
I understand calling holding, and if it's a hold, it's a hold. I get it.
Absolutely.
This is also junior football.
Well,
this is also junior football. I'm just throwing that out there.
Absolutely. Well, you know, I understand where you're coming from, but this is junior playoff football, and, you know, you got to start to enforce it at a certain time, and when the game is the most important might be it. But Clark under center, he drops back, looks left, and he's sacked in the backfield. The Superior Heights pressure gets there. I believe that's number 80 or 90.
That's
no, it's gonna
Damon
be,
Sharp.
It is Damon Sharp with the sack for the Steelhawks. And now the Colts are going to face 3rd and forever.
Well, Sharp just beat him clean around the edge using his speed to get to Clark. And Davian Clark, even though he has his legs, just tried to step up into the pocket and keep his eyes downfield, but had nowhere to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Good play there by Sharp, and just way to respond by the Superior defense. Your offense puts you in a bad situation against one of the better offenses in the league, and you just make it happen. Clark rolling out to his left, keeps it, fights to the sideline. Dominic Ryan and Michael Bishop going to force him out of bounds, and makes a bit of a cut.
Awkward fall there for Clark.
Can't get away from the turf there. Just going to turn up 4th, and still about 30 yards.
Yeah, it looked like he was just trying to make a cut. Maybe some of the rain from earlier today staying on that turf and making it a little bit more slippy than normal.
Yeah. And out comes the punt team now for the Colts. Someone running back here for the Steelhawks, I believe. That is McLean. Bishop also back there as well. Kuder takes the snap. Rolls out. He keeps it. Kuder taking off. And he's got yards to go. Breaks one tackle and gets tripped up. It's not enough for the first down. Nice tackle there, I believe, by Dominic Ryan. Absolute big tackle in this game, you know. And it takes gutsy calls to win football games, and that was definitely one of them, but doesn't turn up well for the Colts.
Well, Riverboat Ron on the Korah sideline, I'm just shocked. It's early in the game. You're trying to, I don't know, you're giving Superior Heights just fantastic field position after you shot yourself in the foot. Might as well try to play the field position game after doing that.
Well, yeah, absolutely, but they saw the way that Superior was able to march on them earlier and just said, you know what, we can't put them in a good situation with the ball again without getting on the board ourselves. But they got a little too greedy, and now here we are. Joseph under center in Colts territory to start the drive. Takes the snap, opens, hands it off. It's Ryan up the middle. He's hit, but he's still going. Falls forward for a gain of about 5 or 6. Oh, sorry, only about 3 yards there.
Yeah, there's the powerful runner, Ryan, fresh off of coming from defense. And Noah Lesession hasn't been 100% the past couple weeks. I know he's been, I don't know if it's been a snap count or whatnot, but for the past couple weeks he hasn't been carrying the ball as much as we saw him earlier in the season. So he ran off to the sideline again.
Joseph under center, takes the snap, hands it off. It's Bishop. Bishop gets cranked at the line by Leighton, and gets a good couple hard yards there before, I believe it was Brewer who came in to help finish the tackle. Looks like Couder also in on the action there.
Well, Donnie, anytime you can call out 3 names on defense making a tackle, it means they did their job as they came downhill super hard and Michael Bishop had nowhere to go.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that's what you need from your defense, especially at this point in the development, is just to get hats to the ball, you know, making tackles. That's what's important on defense at this age. But Joseph takes a snap, hands it off to McLean. McLean hits the hole nice. He's dodging tackles. He's going forward. Gets enough for the first down before Lucas Young able to make the tackle. But good run there by McLean. Good gain of about 10 yards.
Yeah, well, as powerful as Simon McLean is running the football, he was also pretty elusive right there as he dodged about 3 tackles before getting a first down. Nice work by number 55 at the Steelhawks.
Another first down for the Steelhawks on the Colts' 25-yard line. Joseph takes the snap. They run a little fake screen look. Bishop chugging up the middle. Solid gain of about 3 yards again, you know, staying consistent, especially for a little bit of an undersized inside runner. He's making something out of nothing there for the Steelhawks. And I like how they're rotating that backfield, keeping guys fresh, making sure no one gets too tired of taking too many snaps there.
No, the Steelhawks offensive line is winning the leverage battle right now in the trenches, and it's showing as their guys are 3 yards down the field before they even get to the line of scrimmage.
Joseph takes the snap, hands it off. It's Lesession who's hit at the line, and he doesn't really go anywhere.
It's the announcer jinx right there as they brought the linebackers.
Leighton and Jaron Caldema able to make a big play there. It's going to turn up 3rd and long now. And it looks like Lesession's going to lose a yard.
Jake Damiani came in right away, forcing Lesession to go to his right and then making initial contact, allowing Leighton to come in and make that extra hit.
Absolutely. Now, and Superior going to call a timeout here, possibly to dial up a nice little passing play for Joseph.
We do have a timeout.
I like how they all take a knee there and get ready for the coaches to come out. They're going to take their time with this timeout, and we will be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back after the Superior Heights timeout. 3rd down and 9 yards to gain. Regardless, Superior in good position here as they could probably snipe a field goal. And they've got a different quarterback under center. I believe that's number 24. He's going to take the snap, and they're going to run a sweep to the outside. He's got blockers ahead of him. Breaks Brewer's tackle. Someone gets smoked on a big block by McLean. And I believe number 24, Braden Wooten, gets enough for the first down. Damiani on the stop from the 24-yard line down to the 4, or sorry, the 9.
Braden Wooten's their kicker, and he took the direct snap right there, and then what a terrific block by Simon McLean. We were complimenting him as a runner. How about him as a blocker as he came back and made a terrific peel-back block?
Yeah, Simon McLean definitely setting the tone there against Leighton and showing him that this isn't going to be their game. Joseph under center, takes the snap, drops back. Oh, sorry, he hands it off to McLean, who goes up the middle for a good gain of a couple yards, maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, just nothing going right there. As I was watching the end of that play, I thought maybe he had his hand on the nameplate. I was just making sure the refs kept their flags in their pockets.
Yeah, all right, let's see. Superior Heights. Oh, sorry, maybe McLean only got a yard on that play.
This is time for
It's gonna
Joseph
be second
scroll out
and
to the
goal
left.
from the 8. Joseph takes the snap. They hand it to Bishop, who hits the hole nicely. Goes down on about the 3 or 4 yard line, or sorry, the 2 or 3. Good gain there by Bishop.
And now here comes Noah Lasession into the game. And this, I can only imagine, right? You're 3 yards away. You're bringing your power back into the game. I'm giving this ball to him twice here.
Absolutely. You know, you can't not go for the touchdown within the 5 yard line. And I'm sure they're going to do it here, whether they hand off to Ryan or Lasession. Joseph under center from the 3.
Looks like Ryan's going to be a lead blocker.
Takes it. Lasession hit behind the line by Damon Yanni for a loss of 2. What a play by Damon Yanni there to knife through the offensive line and stop Lasession in his tracks.
Yeah, Jake Damiani's made a couple plays like that on this drive as he's got Nick Joseph cadence down to a pat right now as he's shooting the gap before the center and the guard are
I
even
would
getting
run a
their
hard
hands
count.
up.
I was just gonna say that too, how I would run a hard count there. They jump off, now we're on the 1 and it's even easier. We just run QB sneak, but
yeah, no.
all right, and the Steelhawks now coming over. They'll be placed on the 5 yard line of the Colts down on the other end, as that was the last play of the first quarter. 4th down and goal. Now, here's where you have to ask yourself this question, Liam. Do you take the points and go for the kick in a playoff game, or do you go for a touchdown and take a 6 or 7 point lead?
I'm on the 5 yard line right now, and I'm going for it.
Yeah.
Worst comes to worst, they stop me. You're making Korah's offense start on their own 5 yard line, right? And then if you get a 3 and out, you're getting points automatically. It'll be 2 rather than 3, but you're getting 2 points.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
I'm 100% trying to punch this in here, and I would even expect maybe Nick Joseph to roll out to his left with the football.
Throw the ball. They haven't seen it yet. Throw the ball, like run a flood concept, and just.
The only problem with that.
Oh, but wait, hold on. Cade Jones, I thought he was their kicker, maybe.
The only problem
haven't seen him out here yet.
With throwing the ball, no, it's Brian Wooten's their kicker.
Yeah, Wooten is their kicker.
Yeah, but problem with this is they like to roll out to the left side of the field. The ball's on the closest hash to the left side of the field.
Yeah, you're on the left hash.
So we'll see what's going on.
And it looks like Superior Heights going to call another timeout here.
This is coach wanting to make sure his players know exactly what's going on, if they're running a hard count or anything like that.
Yeah, you can never be too sure in this kind of situation. This could be a pivotal point in the game, as both defenses have proven that they can stop the offenses so far, but it's the second quarter and no one's on the board yet.
Well, the first 2 drives of this football game that were the entire lengths of the quarter were just them shooting themselves in the foot with 10-yard penalties, 15-yard penalties, and no offense had a real chance to get rhythm going because every time they had a positive play, they were going back 10 instead of the yards they were gaining. I would throw this football right here. I would fake it to Lasession, as you have the linebackers of Korah that are being uber aggressive to try to get hands on him quickly.
Yeah, I'd run a play action to Lasession with someone leaking out the back end. Like, it'd just be a super easy arrow route touchdown, and
we'll see. I would run a hard count too. I like you saying.
I would have run that last play. It's 4th down. You don't want to risk one of your own guys jumping. It's a really tense situation for everybody out there. But
I'm watching number 9 right here, Cade Jones. That's lined up at the tight end spot.
4th and goal. Joseph under center. Takes the snap, opens up, hands it off. It's McLean. McLean up the middle, and he stops short after only a gain of 2 yards. A big gutsy call from Superior, and Korah answers it.
Yeah, well, they opted to go the more traditional route and just try to keep the ball out of harm's way. And obviously, Simon McLean, who's had a couple great plays on that drive with a big block and a couple nice runs, they opted to go with him. And just a really nice job by Korah to stonewall him, know where that goal line is, and be a brick wall.
Yeah, absolutely. Great play there by the Colts defense. But as you stated, it's worth going for, because now look at the situation they put that Korah offense in, starting on their own 2 yard line. Just an absolutely terrible place to be as an offense, as the defense of Superior has already proved that they can get in the backfield, and letting up a safety here would just be a nightmare.
You're forcing Korah to beat you the length of the whole field, right? And that's a gamble that you're going to take 100% of the time.
All right, they hand it off. It's Cachamilio. Nice open field tackle there by number 5, Riley Maj. Dominic Ryan also having a say in on that, and Thomas Riley getting his name called for the first time there today too.
Yeah, that's a play for Korah. They're just trying to get themselves right out of the back of the end zone and give them a little bit of breathing room here on 2nd and about 6. I mean, you give it to your speed back in Martino. and you let him try to make something. So,
Absolutely, but Superior Heights standing tall here. They've already forced second and medium.
I'm looking in the middle of this field right here, and Bryden Wooten's creeping down a lot. He's in the box. I'm looking over Nels over the top.
And they hand it off on a reverse, and he's hit in the backfield. Thomas Riley with a big play for the Steelhawks defense.
Right on the goal line.
Brings them right back to the 1 yard line.
Thomas Riley with the good stop.
Great job by
Or
Thomas
sorry,
Riley.
they're going to call it the 2. A loss of 3 yards by, I believe that was number 2 with the carry, Jaron Caldema.
Well, now you're at a make or break point right here where you're trying a first down or you're giving up 2 points. So this is, I would put this ball in the air. For
Yeah,
me personally,
absolutely.
I'm putting this ball in the air. I'm trying to get a first down. I'm not
Third
just trying
down,
to run
they've
this
already
ball.
showed that they'll do it with Clark, but as I said, a sack here is just, you're just giving points away. It's definitely where you don't want to be, but Clark drops back, fires, and it's caught by number 6 for the Colts.
James Ewell.
That's James Ewell.
And just a great throw by Davian Clark right there, recognizing the pressure from the right side, moving to his left and firing a really nice throw over the middle of the field to James Ewell. And that was the perfect play call. Just a nice 10-yard pass. You're not asking him to throw a Hail Mary by any means, and getting him into a rhythm. And now you're out of trouble.
16-yard pass there by Clark to Ewell. Enough for a first down, Colts, and now they're officially out of, negative red zone territory, to call it something. Clark takes the snap, hands it to Leighton, who's hit in the backfield. The defense all over him. It's D'Angelo, and it looks like McLean getting back there as well.
Well, the Steelhawks linebackers are just doing a really good job right now,
Yeah.
really containing that outside run, as they're doing a good job keeping their eyes in the backfield and not falling for any misdirection that the Colts are running so far in this football game.
The Steelhawks forcing a lot of negative yardage plays here for the Colts on early rundowns. Let's see what they can do on 2nd and 13. Clark under center takes the snap, rolls out to his left. He's going to keep it. He's on his own. Michael Bishop able to bring him down out of bounds, but Clark gets a positive gain from the original line of scrimmage, a total gain of 5. And it's going to be a hold against the Steelhawks. Against the Colts. Looks like that's going to back them up 10.
Yeah.
And then they'll start on, the 5-yard line now. Once again, penalties playing a crucial role in this game.
I believe it was the left guard. I kind of saw his hand wrap around.
Yeah.
And then it was just a free call for the ref as it was right in front of his face. You got to know when the guy gets by you got to let go. And it's going to be 2nd and 16. 2nd and 16 here.
It is a big loss for the Colts offense, but let's see what they can do on, 2nd and, that might be almost 20. Clark takes the snap, rolls out to his right, tosses it over. It's Caldema on the catch. Caldema up the sideline and still going. Looks like he stepped out of bounds before McLean could get there.
Ooh, McLean's got to be careful. There's
another flag down is in the backfield.
We do have a flag.
Is it against the offensive line again?
I don't know.
As I said, flags playing with that.
The ball
stick
came out super quick. I don't know if
where
it's
those sticks go. Okay. Another flag in the backfield. Hopefully not against the offensive line of the Colts.
No, decline. Okay, we're good.
And it's declined.
There is no flag. They're picking it up.
Oh, sorry, they're saying that there was no flag. So from the 7-yard line, Korah marches their way down to the 37-yard line.
Nice work by Caldema after the catch right there. And Davian Clark showing why he's their quarterback, as he's doing a really good job right now utilizing his legs but keeping his eyes downfield and finding his open receivers as well, using the full length of the field.
Clark under center, takes the snap, hands it off. It's Cachamilio. Cachamilio bounces it to the outside. One man to beat, cuts it back up. Dominic Ryan able to chase him down after he gets first down yardage.
That was a nice couple cuts there by Martino Cachamilio, but really nice pursuit by Dominic Ryan as he didn't get lost, in which there was 2 Steelhawks that ran into each other, and Ryan just going through it and ultimately catching Cachamilio as the linebacker, fullback, running back. Makes a really nice play there.
Yeah, Cachamilio, one of the staple athletes here for the Colts, able to pick up a big gain, set up another first down. Clark under center. Takes the snap, opens up, hands it. It's Cachamilio. Oh, and he's hit in the backfield. Riley Maj among several others. Maj in there first, and it's another loss forced by the Steelhawks defense.
Yeah, Cachamilio was forced to try to get a better grip on that football as the handoff was not clean between him and Davian Clark, causing the Steelhawks that extra split second to be able to get into the backfield and make a really nice play.
Yeah, big play there.
Just little
by the
attention to
Steelhawks
details.
Defense. Yeah, you know, and just being able to fire off the edge like that, but that's why the Colts have found success in the passing game. Clark under center. Pitches it. Cachamilio catches it in the air and is hit in the open field by Michael Bishop for a gain of only 3 yards.
Terrific tackle by Michael Bishop to stay center on Cachamilio as he was attempting to make a nice move to the outside, and good adjustment by Martino Cachamilio to pluck that ball out of the air as it looked like a little bit of a high toss by Davian Clark.
That was a good heads-up play there by Cachamilio, but I just like to point out the open field tackling by 5 and 6 on that Steelhawks defense tonight has just been great. They've been faced multiple times in the open field with great athletes, and, you know, they've turned up good for that Steelhawks defense. Clark under center, takes the snap, drops back, throws the swing pass to Cachamilio, and there it is again. Oh, and in the open field, he's able to dodge a couple of tackles. Dominic Ryan chasing him down.
What a play.
And brings him down after the first down.
Are you kidding me? Cachamilio made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-man miss before finding where the sticks are and getting the first down. Just a terrific individual effort by Martino Cachamilio right there.
16-yard catch by Cachamilio. Good, just as I was talking about it, Cachamilio able to show his athleticism and make 5 men miss.
This has been a really nice drive by Davian Clark in this offense.
It has. Clark opens, hands it off. It's Caldema to the outside.
No.
Slips a tackle. A flag comes out downfield. Finally brought down by Michael Bishop after a gain of nearly 20 yards.
They're going to call a hold here on Keegan Thompson, but I did not think that was a hold. I thought that was a really nice block downfield.
Thompson plays for Superior?
No, for Korah.
Oh, yeah, he's on offense. That's right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I
thought you meant defensive hold for some reason.
No.
It is going to be another holding penalty against Korah. That'll back him up, and it'll be it'll be 1st and 20. You know, as I said earlier, penalties just been the name of the game tonight.
That was a really good downfield block by Keegan Thompson. He was 10, 15 yards down the field, and he had his man. He kept him in front of him. He didn't tug on the jersey.
What is Keegan Thompson playing? Is he playing tight end? Or?
I think he's a receiver over on the far end. Or no, he's in tight. He's in tight.
I said maybe. I was thinking maybe they took him off. And
or maybe they took him off.
You're good.
No, yeah, he's off now. No, Keegan Thompson was down the
Clark
field.
under center, takes
certain.
the snap, hands it off to, it's Caldema, but Caldema hit again in the backfield. That Steelhawks defense not letting the run happen. I didn't see who had that that tackle there. That's McLean again with a big play for the Steelhawks.
Yeah, Simon McLean.
Wow, he's had himself a night.
Yeah, he's doing it all, running the football, playing defense, blocking, and Jaron Kalma had nowhere to go. It was a really nice read by Simon McLean.
Clark takes the snap. A flag comes out immediately. He rolls out to his left, bombs it downfield for an open receiver. Nels makes the catch, and he's in the end zone for a Colts touchdown.
Yeah, it's going to be offside on the Colts.
It is going to be on the Colts again.
I believe so.
Another false start this game for the Colts.
No, it's on Superior, touchdown.
And they're calling it on Superior, so the touchdown stands for the Colts. 39 yards, Clark to Nels.
And there's that connection we were talking about earlier on with Davian Clark and Kalen Nels. And just a really nice job by Nels to open himself up, and then good strong hands as he had a defender kind of draped all over him.
Oh, never mind. That's negated, as they are calling offside against the Colts.
This is wild.
And that'll bring the touchdown back.
I'm very confused at the moment.
Well, as I said, penalties have just been the name of the game, and now the Superior Heights coaching staff going to come out here and have a quick word with the defense, let them know to not let that over-the-top play come again, as I'm sure the Colts will come back to it. with its great success this year. Little bit of a rough patch there. You know, the Colts really thinking they were starting to get a leg up in this game, able to drive down from their own 2-yard line, get in the end zone. But unfortunately, that's called back.
Yeah, that offside call is it's difficult. Like you see it a lot in the CFL, right? When you have those guys running into the line of scrimmage at full speed.
Yep, the slot
receivers. It has to be just perfect timing with the quarterback and the cadence, right? So if even the center hears it like a millisecond too late, you already got guys in the neutral zone, and I think that's what just happened right there with the Colts, unfortunately for them, as it negates a 40-yard touchdown to Kalen Nels. It's just been a lot of penalties so far.
It was really unfortunate there, but we'll see now what the Colts are able to make happen. Still only second down in a 4-down league with a little more than 20 to go. Referees blowing their whistles. Oh, they're just signaling the clock.
Clock was running a little bit.
Okay. Clark under center. Takes the snap, opens up, rolls out to his left. They run the same play again, but Clark takes away himself, and he's tripped up. I believe it's the same man who had the sack earlier. It was not 80? Was it Dominic Ryan? I didn't see.
It was, I believe it was Dominic Ryan. He was a linebacker.
No, Ryan.
Whoever made the tackle was a terrific play as Clark if he
had
got
what
by
there, 4
him,
yards?
it would have been a first down. Because there was no one really there to stop him between there and the sticks.
Good gain there by Clark. No.
Oh!
Hey, Cochamilio with a big play up the sideline, runs over a defender.
What a hard run by Martino
Gets close to
Cochamilio.
enough for a first down. It's going to bring up 4th and short.
Now you go for it. Now you
go for it. Good run there by Cochamilio to come from the 44 all the way down to the 23.
You just gave your offense a fighting chance, and that's multiple times on this drive where Martino Cochamilio has made something happen out of nothing as just another really nice individual effort. Really nice individual effort right there, and just a good hard finish to the run as well, lowering his shoulder, fighting for an extra couple yards, which is now the make or break difference between going for it and taking your 3.
Yeah, absolutely. 4th and short. Colts take the snap. They hand it off. It's 2, and he's hit at the line. Caldema unable to get the first down. Ian D'Angelo makes a stand for the Colts, and it's going to be a stand for the Steelhawks, and gives them a first down.
I'm not a fan of the play call. That was way too slow of a developing run when the Steelhawks had about 7, 8 guys in the box.
And I tell you, they've run that exact run with Caldema 3 times now, resulting in -3, -5, and -2 yards each time they've run it. Just proving unsuccessful. I don't know why I would have come back to a reverse type play. I would have just hit it with a fullback of sorts, or even a little bit of a quick hitting counter. You just got to look for yardage there. Even a quarterback sneak is Clark, one of the bigger, stronger quarterbacks in the league, but instead they turn the ball over.
You got Cochamilli, who's kind of done it all for you on this drive. You're not giving him the football to make a chance to make something else happen on 4th down. I think that's a mistake.
Joseph takes the snap. It's a reverse. Clowater into the open field. Clowater one man to beat, and it's Gordon. And Gordon able to wrap him up. Not after Clowater's able to get the first down.
We've seen a couple of really nice open field tackles, as you were saying, as Reed Gordon right there standing his ground. It was Ethan Brewer who made the tackle, and just a really nice play to wrap him up in the open field. And Eli Clowater was able to get the edge there and make a nice positive play on first down.
All right, the Steelhawks with a fresh set of downs on the 36-yard line. Joseph under center. Takes the snap. They try to run a similar play, but they hand it off to LeSession, who gets a good yard or maybe 2.
Korah's doing a really nice job.
They'll call it. No, he just gets back to the line of scrimmage, able to set up a 2nd and 10.
They're doing a really nice job at stopping the run in between the tackles right now. As Noah LeSession, who we know who can get going, and he's a very powerful fast runner for the Steelhawks team, and Korah's doing a good
Absolutely.
job getting hands on him quick.
10 for the Steelhawks.
2nd and 10. Joseph under center. Motion in the backfield. Hands it off. It's Michael Bishop who makes a good cut back
And off the bench
for another good few solid yards. Bishop and a
for a couple of yards
nice
before he
productive
brought
running
down.
back tonight. Good gain of 3.
As I'm watching now, it looks like Session is off and he's just sitting on the bench.
I thought he was still out there.
No,
Oh no, they did take him off. All right.
it's hobbling a little bit, but
Steelhawks going back to the wishbone backfield. Joseph under center. Motion in the backfield. Takes the snap. Hands it off up the middle to McLean. McLean able to dodge tacklers and is finally brought down several Colts. It's going to be just short of first down yardage. Gain of 6.
decision time right now. Do you want to force the Colts offense to try to go a lot longer of the way, or do you think you can get this first down here and
Well, this has
and
been
keep the drive going?
this has been a really aggressive game on offense, and you know what? I don't think there's any world where they don't go for this. I think they're gonna put Ryan in the back there, or you know what? Just hand it off to McLean or Bishop, who have both had positive yards every carry today. All you need is one on 4th down. Even a quarterback sneak from Nick Joseph. Joseph takes the snap, hands it off. It's Bishop. Bishop. Enough for the first down. Good carry. Gain of. They're calling it 3 or 4. Just
Out of-
can't quite see, and it's a gain of 3 yards for a first down.
Out of all of the people that we were talking about trying maybe to get the football there, I don't think we were expecting Michael Bishop, as they had Ryan and McLean, two powerful dudes in the backfield, and great job by Michael Bishop
Well,
to be powerful in his own right.
Absolutely. Bishop tonight stepping up, nearly leading the team in rushing yards, leading in carries. He's just been a productive back tonight. Joseph takes the snap, drops back, hears it out over the top, intended for number 24, Braden Wooten. Little out of his reach.
There's a little grab at the top of the route by Jace Albury as Wooten kind of started to break away, and there was a little tug, but not enough for obviously to warrant a PI call. And that's the first time we've seen Nick Joseph throw tonight, I believe.
It is, and you know,
That's surprising.
not using the productive arm of Joseph, just a little bit confusing to me, but you know what? They're saving it for moments like that. They know
And-
he can be productive on a first down.
That wasn't him going out to his
And
left.
hold on, they've got 24 back under center. Wooten takes the snap, and they run the sweep to the right side. Wooten hitting the backfield, but dodges a tackle. He's up the sideline, pushed out of bounds by Albury. Good gain on the play.
Yeah, it was just the same play we saw earlier when Wooten was under center, as he just flipped sides of the field right there and went to the right, and
Yeah.
good positive gain for about 8 yards right there. Sorry, 9 yards.
Yeah, it's going to set them up with 3rd and 1, and the Steelhawks here just able to chip away, thankfully avoiding penalties, and they've had themselves a good time here on offense tonight. Joseph back under center in the wishbone look. Joseph takes the snap. Korah sends a blitz. It's a handoff to McLean, who's hit, and he's finished by Koch Emilio. First one in there. It's Lucas Young, and they're going to call it a loss of a yard on the play, and it's going to be 4th and 2.
Yeah, that was 4 core defenders right there, stuffing him for a gain of nothing, and not a gain, sorry, just I believe it was a loss of 1.
It was.
So now you're going for it again, and
47 seconds on the clock. I'm going for the first down and calling a timeout.
I would so call a timeout right now if I was Korah. I mean, if you stop him here, I'm trying to get the ball back and put points on the
I
board.
don't
But
think they'll be able to do it with such little time, but Joseph, heavy side of the right line. They run the hard count.
There it is.
Yanni flies offside, and it'll be an automatic first down for the Steelhawks. 26 seconds left on the clock in the half.
well, Donnie, we talked about it just in the midway
We did.
point of this quarter, how Damon Yanni was able to time Nick Joseph's count so well, and there Nick Joseph just used it to his advantage. As Damon Yanni was hitting Joseph in the shoulder pads by the time that hard count was called. So for automatic first down, it sets your offense up with maybe a chance to get yourself in a field goal range here.
Absolutely. It's a good play there by the Steelhawks, the right time to call it. And as you said, getting into field goal range would do wonders here, going into the half with a lead. And if I remember correctly, the Colts will receive to start the second half. Joseph under center, motion in the backfield for Bishop, takes the snap, hands it off. It's McLean barreling forward for a gain of 3. Several Colts bring him down. Brewer, Leighton, and
Leighton was the one that laid the initial crack right there, and that was just a really nice play as he kind of stonewalled him. And
3 yards makes it
I mean,
2nd and 7.
3 yards with 22 seconds left in the quarter, that's a win for the defense.
Absolutely.
6-yard line.
Joseph drops back, he airs it out, and it's intercepted. Reed Gordon up the sideline. No defenders in sight, he's still going. There's a penalty. Joseph able to bring him down.
I believe that was Reed Gordon.
Yeah, Joseph kind of just got in his 3-step drop, and it looked like he kind of panicked. He didn't read the defense and just kind of threw it to an area on the field. And Reed Gordon was just standing there waiting for that football, as it's going to be a hold here, I believe, on the way back. So it'll push him back.
It will, and I think the Colts will have a chance to possess the ball. Now, if I'm the Steelhawk defense, I'm in prevent. I'm putting guys on the 30-yard line. I'm letting them take the deep pass, have the time off the clock, and lay a hit, make sure they don't get into that end zone. I'm also double stacking Martino Cochamilio wherever he lines up.
I agree. I would also keep my hands on Kalen Nels.
Yeah, actually, I didn't even think about that.
Because Nels he's a big, lengthy dude, and if they ended up trying to, oh no, they're gonna kneel this out.
I don't know.
This ball is going back to the 40-yard line.
I'm still going for it.
You're
I'm still going for it. It's a tie game. What do you have to lose by airing it out?
I'm not putting my quarterback in a position where he's going to take a hit and maybe lose the football and return it the other way. I'm taking a knee here.
First down for the Colts after the penalties assessed. It'll be on the 40-yard line. 7 seconds left to go.
Run back. That'll back them up all the way to the 40. 7 seconds remaining.
Or maybe handing it off to Cochamilio and see if he can
Clark
make something.
under center. Takes the snap. He drops back. Airs it out. It's caught. Middle of the field. 89. Brought down. That's Lucas McMaster. And that'll run out the half there.
I think they're arguing that maybe there was a little bit of time when he was actually brought down.
I'm not sure. They're calling it a gain of 10. And yeah, it looks like they are going to have one more play before the end of the half here. I don't know if they're calling it a first down.
Yeah, I think they're going to throw a little bit of time on the clock here, it looks like. Or they won't throw time on the clock, but they're going to run another play allowing them to. As he was tackled before that, the clock hit 0, it looked like. You think Clark can get it there?
I know Clark can air it out. I've seen him do it, especially with somebody like Nels right now taking advantage of a corner route, but Superior sitting deep in their defense, bringing the pass rush still. Clark airs it out over the middle. It's caught by Coldema. Smartly wrapped up there by McLean.
Super impressed right now with Davian Clark going into halftime. He is really staying poised and calm, and he's delivering a lot of really nice balls. So excited to see what he can muster up in the second half.
Good pass there by Clark to end the quarter. Who's the reception on there?
That was number 2, Caldman.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half of junior action. And they start with an onside kick that's very smartly recovered by number 24, who we don't have a name for. That's nice.
Well, nice play by number 24.
Good play by 24. A great heads-up play to be able to recognize, right, they're onside kicking it. I can see the way the kicker's setting up. And I'm just going to make sure I recover this smartly. But first down for the Colts on their own 54-yard line. Good first half, right, Liam?
Yeah, really good first half. I mean, other than the fact there was a ton of penalties and that both offenses shot themselves in the foot a couple times, but we saw a couple nice explosive plays and good job by both defenses holding their ground in the run game.
Oh, absolutely. And, just been a great game so far. And hopefully we can see some touchdowns in the second half. But to start the game, the Colts in a spread look here. Clark in the gun, trips to his left, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and he runs QB power. He's up the middle. Clark taking off with good speed, running through defenders. And the ball came out, and the Steelhawks recover. Dominic Ryan jumping on the ball. I believe it was 24 who stripped it. Let me look at the replay here. 24, that's the wide receiver, Braden Wooten, and DB, making the strip for Superior Heights on first down.
Well, I was just about to compliment Davian Clark on doing a really nice job keeping his legs moving and finding the hole right there, right at the line of scrimmage. But just a great play by Braden Wooten to get his hand in there. You could see it right away, and he just yanks that ball out. And if you're Davian Clark, you got to have two hands on that football when you're into contact like that. You had four guys around you. You got to tuck that ball in. It's important fundamentals. Attention to detail, right?
Absolutely. Ryan under center. Or sorry, that's not Ryan. That's Joseph. And Michael Bishop to the outside. He's got blockers in front of him. Runs through a defender. And a flag comes out on the tackle.
I have no idea what this is going to be.
It could have been a face mask or possibly or maybe even a – we'll see what the referees sign here. But Michael Bishop with a good first down run for the Steelhawks. His longest run of the day if it stands.
That was a really nice run by Bishop as he ran really hard there and got the edge. It was thrown down hard, but I didn't see anything.
And they're going to send in a little bit of a backfield change here. I believe that's Clowater.
They're calling a horse collar.
And it is going to be a horse collar tackle against the Colts. It'll be more than enough for a first down. Bishop with a 10-yard carry.
Donnie, did you see anything there that I didn't see?
It looked a little bit like he might have grabbed him high. And he might have thrown him down by the horse collar.
The shoulder pads aren't the horse collar, though.
Yeah, but,
I don't know.
We don't see it the same up here as well.
I mean, we saw it pretty good. I mean, we were right in front of it.
This is true. A new first down for the Steelhawks in a different bit of a set. Joseph under center. Takes the snap, opens up, hands it. Clowater dodges a defender. He's running upfield. Gordon with a nice open field tackle. That play earlier hitting for some good yardage, and Gordon, the man who had the interception in the first half, able to run that down.
Che Grang shot right into the backfield and got a hand on it, and I'm sure he'll be the first to tell you he should have made that tackle, but just a really nice job by Reed Gordon to pursue and make a really good tackle right near the line of scrimmage.
Great play there by Gordon.
No harm, no foul on the missed tackle behind the line of scrimmage. This is building up to be an exciting finish in this football game. Oh,
McLean up the middle.
We've seen it all night with Simon McLean just running super hard, and he's just trying to get any yards he can after contact. But Korah's doing a really nice job at gang tackling as they got, as soon as one person touches them, there's four people touching them.
Was that not a new first down? What did I miss?
Huh? No, it's third down.
What happened on first down?
First, second. No, it's third down.
Oh, maybe I can't count. Joseph. Or sorry, it's not Joseph.
Wooten.
It's Wooten again, and Wooten to the outside, avoiding defenders. And a flag does come out on Wooten's run.
That's going to be another hold on, it looks like probably Superior, as it's been a playoff game full of holds, unfortunately. It's been hard to really find any real flow in this football game, as every positive play it seems that both offenses are making, it's coming back to 10, 15 yards. As it looks like someone's down over there for Korah. I believe it looks, as he gets up, it's Ethan Brewer. Oh, good, it's going to be a timeout.
Got holding against Superior Heights.
Well, Donnie, as we have a little bit of time here,
So repeat the down.
I don't know if some people were watching yesterday or not, but we can go through the nominees for offensive.
Yeah, of course. That's a great idea to go through the award nominees for junior football this year. If we can find them.
Yeah, I don't got the
I swear I
sheet.
just saw him. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
They're blowing it back in. Oh, I found him. Okay, but we'll do it next break.
Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah.
Next break.
As you, I don't
Okay.
got it. I don't have the sheet on
It's
mine,
okay.
but
We'll figure it out in a second here. Okay. Looks like it was a hold against the Steelhawks. It's going to back them up. They'll face third and about 15. All right, Joseph under center. Takes the snap, opens up. It's Bishop. Cuts it up the middle, and he's hit. He's still on his feet. Finally dragged down. Good contact there by Leighton. He's going to get back.
Lucas Young in there as well on the lower
Young
part.
in there, yeah. Back to the line of scrimmage.
Lucas Young, you've called his name a bunch tonight so far, making the initial contact on
Yeah,
most
of
run
course,
plays that the
standout
Steelhawks
defensive
are.
lineman for the Colts.
Sets up 4th and long for the Steelhawks.
Good stand there by the Colts, able to force the ball deep.
Yeah, it'll be a punt now as Dominic Ryan will look to pin this one deep here for the Steelhawks.
I forgot he
Oh,
was
sorry,
the
it's Wooten.
punter.
Wooten.
Oh, yeah. But it was him at one point. It had to have been, I swear.
I think you're right.
Hold on. This looks a little different than their traditional punter, am I? Yeah, it is. And they run a fake to the field side, but he's tracked down by Reed Gordon, who's been the man of the night on defense so far. Several big plays in the last bit of time. That was just a little bit of a wild set, and they tried running a fake. 3 onside guys to the field.
We have seen so many interesting play
Wow.
calls here so far in this football game, and I think it's just these coordinators trying to find a little bit of rhythm.
Yeah,
right?
but
I mean,
like once again, just not. I don't know if that's the field position or the, you needed 15 yards to get the first there.
I
I just
just-
don't know if that's the area you do that
No,
from, as you stated earlier.
I 100% agree.
Now the Colts have a first down from the Steelhawks 41. Clark in the gun, trips to his left, takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Leighton and dodges a defender in the backfield, but's hit anyways.
Clark,
Thomas Riley
75.
able to make the big tackle there, and it's a loss of a yard for Clark.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by Thomas Riley, as Damon Sharp was the one to initially hold the contain on Clark, forcing him
Absolutely.
back into Thomas Riley. So good job by both those defensive linemen for the Steelhawks. It's going to set up a 2nd and 11 here for Korah, who are trying anything to get some rhythm here on offense.
Clark dropping back. Airs it out over the middle for Gachamilio, and he can't rein it in. A little bit of an oddly placed pass. Good job on Clark, able to get it all the way downfield. Gachamilio going to want that one back.
Davian Clark, who's looked so far really sharp in this football game, only has 1 incompletion, and that was it right there. And it looked like Gachamilio had a chance on it. It just forced him to make an adjustment with his body, as it was a little over to the left side of his shoulder, unfortunately for Clark. And I'm 3rd and 11 here, and I imagine we might see Clark put this ball in the air again. And I'm looking at Kalen Nels in the middle of the right side right now.
Yeah,
as they got 2 high
absolutely.
safeties to the left.
Clark throws the swing pass to Leighton. Leighton makes a cut back to the outside. One man to beat, slips a tackle, is finally brought down by McLean, and a penalty comes out. Looks like this one's going to go against the Steelhawks.
Nice work right there by Lucas McMaster. Really setting a good block for Leighton to be able to follow it right to the outside and get the first down. So shout out number 89, Lucas McMaster. And then, yeah, it looks like it's going to be some sort of personal foul here on the Steelhawks at the end of this play.
Yeah, we'll see what the referee here signs up to us. Walking back over to the other sideline. It's a gain of 15 for the Colts initially.
Horse
Face
collar
mask
again.
or horse collar. Now they'll take the walk after the initial 15-yard gain.
So Superior Heights shooting themselves in the foot today, right on this drive, as the Colts have done a fair bit here on offense so far in this football game. Now they got a chance to put some points up on the board here by this personal foul from Superior.
It's going to be first down for the Colts on the 11-yard line.
I'm watching Martino Cachamillo right here.
Clark in the gun, trips to his left, takes the snap, hands it off to Layton, and then the ball comes out again. And the Steelhawks, Dominic Ryan, his second fumble recovery of the game. And the Steelhawks on the field with another fumble recovery, first down.
Well, Korah's firing a shotgun right into their foot right now as they have been having a difficult time holding on to the football. I mean, that's 2 fumbles in the last 2 possessions. You're giving Superior a chance to come back into this football game after they gifted you a free 15 yards right there to set you up in the 10-yard line, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, just little things, attention to detail, and that's what's been the issue so far in this football game for this Korah team.
And once again, it's just been the red zone turnovers today for both teams. And there the Steelhawks able to make one happen. Now Joseph under center takes the snap, hands it off, and McLean hits the hole with speed. Hit by one of the linebackers for the Colts. Goes down, gain of 1 for sure.
Jake Damiani right in there.
Damiani, I believe. Yeah, the first man in there. They'll call it a gain of a yard for McLean.
Well, aside from that,
second and 9.
aside from that offside that Damiani had earlier on in this football game, he's doing a really nice job blowing up some of these holes created by the Steelhawks offensive line. I don't know. I can't remember the last time we've seen a junior high school football game with no points on the board this late in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. No points in the 3rd. Joseph under center takes the snap. He drops back, airs it out downfield over the head of McMaster, and it's incomplete. Gordon trying to get over there and make another play.
I was watching Wooten, and it looked like he was trying to get across the field, but nice job by Reed Gordon not to give him any ground, and I think that ball just came off of Nick Joseph's hand a little funny as that was kind of floated out into the no man's land. Thankfully, not into the hands of Nolan Kader.
Oh yeah, geez, that would have been a mess. As Kuder is one of the
not Kader.
Standout. Oh, you mean
Brewer.
Gordon or Brewer? Oh, it is Brewer over there. I see. The 8 and the 9. Oh, and Korah.
It's a free play.
Jumps offside.
Flags come out right away.
It's good time for the Steelhawks to pull out that card, as now they'll have 3rd and more manageable than 9. But as the Colts, you've been a little jumpy today on that defensive line. Got to clean that up, especially considering now we are in playoffs.
Yeah, that was, again, attention to detail, right?
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
A little attention to detail.
All right. Whoa, they're moving the sticks here a little bit.
Korah, that'll back them up.
Sticks getting all figured out here. It'll be 3rd. Nope.
This has been such an...
It should be 3rd and 4, I believe, as it was... Should be 3rd and 4. But, okay, so they have the sticks figured out. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Steelhawks.
I wouldn't mind a little shot right here down the sideline of Brian Wooten. He's got him and Albury just out here. It's an island.
All right, Joseph. They go for the hard count
again,
and flags fly again. Didn't look like Korah jumped.
Another flag before anything gets going.
Now I wonder if this one might be on the Steelhawks.
No.
And they are going to call it again on the Colts. Up 5, it'll be an automatic first down. Steelhawks able to get out of that 3rd and long situation.
Offside against Korah.
Drawing Korah off 2 times in a row.
First down.
This has been a super frustrating thing to watch, just based off of all these false starts and personal fouls.
It'll be a first down here for the Steelhawks on the 25-yard line. Joseph takes the snap, looks to hand it off, rolls out to his left, tosses it open. Number 9, Brewer, able to drag him out of bounds after a good gain of about 9 or 10 yards. Number 9, that's Cade Jones on the reception.
That's the first time today we've seen Nick Joseph roll out to his left side. Normally we're patting to seeing him go out to the left side, as that's the side he's more comfortable throwing on. And Cade Jones does a nice job leaking out into the flats and picking up 10 for the Steelhawks when
Yeah, absolutely. Just good play there. And now they're understanding, you know, Joseph's thrown an interception and 2 incompletes. Let's make sure he completes a pass somewhat. Just a little short dump off and get his confidence back up to be able to make a play. And McLean wrapped up at the line.
Caldma just flew in from the side here and just made a really nice play.
Absolutely. They're going to call it a gain of a yard.
Yeah, avoided the tackle, did a little swim move, and then unfortunately for Simon McLean, who's been terrific today, just nowhere to go. So 2nd and 9 here, and I wonder if they're going to start going more to the air with Joseph.
Yeah, let's see what the Colts opt to do here. 2nd and 9. And they're in their set that they've passed out of more today. And Joseph hands it off to Clowater. Clowater to the outside. He cuts it up a little early. The ball comes out, and it's recovered by the Colts. Jaron Caldema with the fumble recovery for the Colts.
Yeah, Michael Bishop got that football and started coming up with a head full of steam. And I believe it was
that
Caldema.
Bishop?
Yeah, it was Bishop. I believe it was Kama who actually stripped the ball. They made a good play getting his hands in there on the football and creating a turnover for this Colts defense after their offense has turned the ball over twice.
Yeah, absolutely.
a
Good play there by the Colts defense.
The winner of this football game will be who capitalizes on a mistake first.
Yeah, well, who capitalizes on a mistake and turns it into a touchdown first. Or puts them on the 10-yard line and they go for a field goal. First down for the Colts on the 41-yard line. Clark in the gun, trips to his left, takes the snap, looks to his left, looks downfield again, airs it out, and it's intercepted. Number 2 for the Steelhawks, working his way up the sideline. Dragged out of bounds by Amadeo Felice. Anthony Charters with the interception for the Steelhawks. And it's been turnover after turnover after turnover in this game.
Yeah, Anthony Charters just in really good position right there on that corner route, and Davian Clark overthrows his receiver, and it just lands right in the breadbasket of Charters, who we haven't called yet today. But then the great thing about football is we don't have to call you until the 4th quarter, and you can make it the biggest play of the game.
This is true. This is true.
We don't call Donnie's Matthews names till the 4th quarter normally.
All right. All right. It's because I don't. That's when I wake up. That's when I wake up. All right. First down for the Steelhawks back in the wishbone set. Joseph under center, takes the snap, hands it off. It's Clowater. Clowater to the outside. He's got a lead blocker, but Layton is chasing him down, and he's run out of bounds. Good tackle there by Reed Gordon. Actually going to force a loss.
Yeah, you had Noah Lesession right there leading the block down the field, and it looked like he just missed Reed Gordon as Gordon came across Lesession, and he couldn't catch up to him, and good job by Gordon for a tackle of a loss of 2.
It's going to set up now, 2nd and 12, and yet the Steelhawks going to call a timeout and come out here with 3 minutes left, and we'll actually use this time now to announce the nominees for the Junior Football Awards, as we found them.
You got them.
We did. We do have them.
There we go.
All right. So I'll start off with the most outstanding player. Nominees from the St. Mary's Knights, Luke Cady. From the Colts, number 3, Nolan Couder. From the Steelhawks tonight, number 40, Dominic Ryan. And from the White Pines Wolverines, number 6, Seamus Cochran. And then for the most outstanding lineman award, Zachary Pelchier from the St. Mary's Knights, Amadeo Felice from the Korah Colts, Thomas Riley from the Superior Heights Steelhawks, and Brody Marchand from the White Pines Wolverines. You want to do...
Yeah, so for the Offensive Player of the Year awards, the Russian Family Trophy, we got Adam Provenzano, the running back for the St. Mary's Knights. We got Caleb Leighton, who you're seeing playing right now, who's been all over the field on defense as well. Eli Clowater for the Superior Heights Steelhawks, and then we got Landon Bellew for the White Pines Wolverines, and then Defensive Player of the Year, I'm going to quickly say it, Mason Mizuka for the Knights, Martino Cacciamilio for the Colts, who we're watching, Ian D'Angelo for the Steelhawks, and then Caden Eder for the Wolverines.
And it's a reverse to McLean, runs into his blocker, and gets planted by Damon Yanni. Good play there.
How'd you like my rapping, Donnie?
I did. It was nice. I like the speed there.
And then, Damon Yanni right there is doing – he's having a terrific game right now as he's really holding his own right there in between the tackles, doing a really nice job collapsing on the run.
Yeah, absolutely, and just You see there the Colts knowing that they can't give an inch after turning this ball over again. Both teams obviously suffering from the turnover bug tonight, but you just can't allow any more to happen. And the Steelhawks going to stay in the heavy set. Joseph takes the snap, hands it off. Wait, rolls out to his right, looking downfield, airs it out for Wooten, and it's off his fingertips.
Yeah,
Wooten unable to extend for it, and it's going to turn up 4th down for the Steelhawks.
I was watching that right there at the bottom of the screen. So Wooten was a little post corner route as Jace Albury was guarding him, and Wooten did a decent job just kind of shielding off Albury and then extending. It was just a little bit overthrown.
It was just
by
a
Michael
little
Bishop.
bit
Sorry,
out
not
of
by
his reach.
Nick Joseph.
That's really unfortunate there, as you know they keep trying to go to the air with Joseph, but it's just not timing up perfectly, and you know the Steelhawks unfortunately going to have to punt this one away.
Yeah, looking for any sort of spark they can get right now.
One of the first actual punts of the game, a good boot. It's fielded by Koldema, who throws a good move. He's running up the sideline, the boundary. There's minimal Steelhawks left in front of him, but he's chased down, and flags come out.
Couple of flags right at the end.
I wonder what they're going to call that on.
I didn't see what, but both of them saw it. So
yeah, it clearly must have been a big flag, either a horse collar, face mask, or maybe something had been said in the pile.
Yeah, curious what to say. I didn't see
I'm
necessarily a
actually
horse
interested
collar.
Okay. I don't.
That's piling on against.
I don't know what this.
Mouthing off.
What's this?
Mouthing off.
Oh, it is
So
mouthing
it was
off.
something that was said.
Okay, so somebody on Superior had said something.
Piling on, not mouthing off.
Oh, so you're not allowed to jump. Okay.
So-
Okay. Just didn't know what.
Yeah, no.
All right. I haven't seen that one before, but it is going to be a piling penalty against Superior Heights. That'll back them up.
Yeah, I've never seen that call in my life. I'm not gonna lie.
The Colts now to face first down deep in Steelhawks territory on the 25-yard line. Let's see what they're able to make happen here. Clark in the gun, trips to his left, takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Leighton, takes it up the middle himself, breaks a tackle, breaks another. Clark up the sideline. It's a race to the cone, and he's going to get there. Touchdown, Colts from the 25-yard line.
Any flags on the field? No flags.
I don't see
no
any.
flags.
Thank God.
Davian Clark finally getting to the edge and showing what he can do when he gets into space, and did a really good job there fighting for extra yardage and slipping a couple tackles. And I think the most relief thing we've said today is no flags on the play. So we're finally seeing some points on the board here from Korah, and now if you're Nick Joseph, you got to answer.
Absolutely. You know, this is a big drive here for the Steelhawks, as they've proven productive on offense all game, but they got to come back to the game that was working earlier, just the inside runs, chipping away, cycling the backfield. Now we'll have an extra point here by Enzo Gonzalez.
Oh,
And it's blocked!
oh.
The Steelhawks hold the Colts to only a lead of 6, keeping it an interesting ball game.
Yeah, there was a little bit of trouble with the hold with Ethan Brewer, and then Enzo Gonzalez just couldn't elevate that football, and then causing the Steelhawks to be able to get a hand on it and keeping this a 6-point game. So who knows? In a game like this in the playoffs, every point is crucial, and
Absolutely.
that's an opportunity.
And now the Colts to kick off to the Steelhawks. As I stated, a big drive for them here. And I would take my time. It's late in the third quarter, but there's still a whole quarter of football. I would clean up any penalties that we have going on. And
Yep, it's a big drive upcoming here. Cannot turn the football over.
absolutely not. It's just been a big game. At first, it was penalties who were on both sides of the ball, and no one could stop letting themselves go. A lot of holding early on, a lot of offsides from both teams, and now being faced with several turnovers in the second half, fumbles, interceptions, one for each team, and I believe 2 fumble recoveries versus 1. Now the kick return team out there, the Colts getting set up. Find it really interesting how their starting quarterback is on kickoff. But, I mean, when you've got an athlete like him, you know, you just try and take advantage of him wherever you can. Steelhawks look like they're expecting an onside here.
Yeah, he's just one of their fastest players, one of their better athletes, and I mean, you got to get him out there to try to.
Koch Emilio with a nice boot downfield. LeSession able to catch it on the bounce, cuts it back. LeSession working up the middle, tries to run through a defender, but he's dragged down by the man who I was questioning being on the team. Davian Clark makes the play for the Colts. Oh no, and it looks like a player for the Steelhawks is down. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a short break here, and we'll see you all in just a minute. All right, and I believe that's number 38, Evan Bates, being helped off the field there for the Steelhawks. And thankfully on his feet. But, all right, so a first down for the Steelhawks from their own 33-yard line. Joseph not under center. It's Wooten. And they run the Wooten sweep again. Here it is. Fights to the outside. Chased down by Damon Yanni, and Lucas Young also in on the tackle as well.
Little woot, there it is.
Oh, all right.
That's
Okay.
the play, like the Philly.
Yeah. Well, every time he goes under center,
It's the same
now
sweep.
I assume after putting him under center 3 times and running that play 3 times, they're only setting something up. So I assume there's going to be a counter that comes off of it, or a reverse sweep. So the Colts on the back end there, number 41, Jace Albury, he's got to be keen, and he's got to know what's going to come his way eventually. And the Colts jump offside. Che Grangs. I don't know if there's a little bit of movement from the lineman or possibly
just a little too
possibly
antsy right
another
there on
hard
the edge.
count, but it's going to be, another 5 yards for the Steelhawks, and they'll take it. It'll bring up a 2nd and 3, and we'll have some real good field position, and I would say this is where you want to take a shot. This is where you bring out a play-action pass, something for big chunk yardage. It's 2nd and 3. You've got running backs averaging 2-3 yards a carry. You're still in the safe space. But nonetheless, they hand it off to Bishop, who's been the reliable guy tonight, gets enough for the first down. Gets pushed back, but he does get the 3 yards. Let's see if they mark it a first or and inches.
A guy I will say I wasn't expecting to carry so much of the workload would be Michael Bishop on offense, because normally I see him play a lot on defense, and I've been confident to seeing LeSession and Clowater handle the brunt of it on offense for the Steelhawks, but a lot of Michael Bishop, and credit to him, he's held his own really well tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Bishop, as you said, a big defensive standout, but they said, hey, this guy's an athlete one way. Why can't he do it both, right? You know, leaning heavy on Dominic Ryan earlier in the year, and looks like they go to run a sweep of sorts. Flags fly immediately. The ball comes out.
You have flags before any of that happens.
I want to see what the flags, so many flags as well. But the Colts have the ball. They're calling it Colts ball.
So what's the flag?
I don't understand.
It's been a lot of that today so far. False start offense.
It is going to be a false start against the offense, and the Colts will have the football. Yet another turnover. Would have been a gain of, it would have been a gain of 5 for the Steelhawks. I didn't even see who had the reception.
Just like I just
first
said,
down for the Colts.
cannot turn over that football right there when
you
you're
can't.
trying to answer off of a really nice drive from Davian Clark and the Colts, and it's just giving them another chance to add on to this lead and make it a 2-score game going into the fourth quarter.
All right. 1st and 10 for the Colts on the 49-yard line of the Steelhawks. Clark throws it out. Caldema on the outside, trying to make a couple men miss. Good tackle by Dominic Ryan in the open field.
Yeah, he's really good in the open field.
Yeah.
Dominic Ryan is just a super strong tackler, not falling for any fakes, watching the hips of Caldema and driving him into the ground. Good throw by Davian Clark again, staying in rhythm, and he's looked really good, despite the interception earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. Another good chunk gain for the Colts. Going to bring up 2nd and 3. Let's see what they can make happen here. Clark in the gun, trips to his left. Takes the snap.
Low snap.
It's low, and he's brought down in the backfield. Dominic Ryan on the blitz, making a big play, able to back the Colts up. And now they're going to have a 3rd down and long here.
That's one of the first times we've actually seen Dominic Ryan come in on a blitz today, as normally he's just in on run coverage. But getting to Davian Clark as the snap was a little bit low. Nice job.
Absolutely. And as the 3rd quarter expires, we'll flip fields. But it's going to be 3rd. Quite a bit more yards. I almost expect the Colts to go to the air here.
Sorry, 4th quarter right now.
Yeah, I would just put the ball in Davian Clark's hands. If you see something down the field, absolutely let your arm do the talking. If not, then take what they give you on the ground.
And he's just absolutely shown, right, that, being able to give him the option, right, roll him out, let him read downfield what's available. And then if he sees something, he's just going to take off and go get a touchdown. Clark takes the snap. There it is. He drops back. He airs it out, and wide open is Lucas McMaster, who reins it in for a Colts 1st down.
Lucas McMaster, who's done a really good job today in the blocking department in the ground game, now gets a chance to show what he can do after the catch and gets a 1st down. Good throw by Davian Clark again, who's been very accurate so far in this football game.
Absolutely. Clark just being able to read that the defense is bailing early, getting that check down off to the hook route, and Lucas McMaster using his athleticism to help get a 1st down for the Colts. Clark in the gun, trips to his left. He takes the snap, hands it off. It's Leighton. Leighton can't get away from him. And I believe, I didn't see who's on the tackle, number 18. That's Ewan Booma.
Ewan Booma, and that's a name we haven't called yet today either, and he normally gets called a fair bit, and that's why right there, as that was a terrific play. Good strong grip on the hands and then wrapping up. That way Leighton had nowhere to go.
Good play there by Booma. Once again, putting the Steelhawks in a little bit more of a manageable situation. This is almost a little bit out of field goal range for the Colts.
Yeah, you want to keep them here.
Absolutely.
Keep them here. Force a long field goal if you're the Steelhawks.
Clark in the gun. He takes a snap, looks to his left, throws it. It's Leighton. Leighton with room. Gets away from Bishop. He's fighting downfield. Spins out of a block and makes the tackle. I believe it's the man with the interception. I believe that was Charters with a good tackle.
Just a really nice job right there by Jaron Kama blocking downfield. He was about 20 yards downfield, and he was still with his man, allowing Leighton in the trail behind him and giving him some room to follow his block.
Absolutely.
A really nice job there by Caldema, and a really good job there from Leighton.
26-yard reception by Leighton.
1st and 10, Korah from the 11-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 11. The Colts have been here before today. Split back set. Clark takes the snap, hands it off. It's 24. We don't have the man from earlier gets into the end zone. This is the one we didn't have a name for. There's a flag on the play.
That's so unfortunate.
Yeah. He's had a good game tonight, made a play earlier on, and all right, yeah,
we're still trying to find the name and just
the ghost of Korah.
yeah, there'll be a hold on him anyway. So
It is, yeah, it is going to be a hold on the Colts. It'll negate 24's touchdown, and
Anybody has information on who number 24 is, so we can complete our roster, we appreciate it.
it's going to back him up 10. The Colts will have a first down from the 21-yard line. And this is almost certainly in the field goal range of the Colts, so even if something goes wrong on these next couple snaps, you're not able to produce a lot of yardage.
there's whistles here
Like
trying
some
to
whistles are coming out.
stop the clock.
Will be first and 20.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned, as just after this game at 7:30, we have the kickoff of the last senior football semifinal. It'll be the Superior Heights Steelhawks facing off against the St. Mary's Knights. It's been the matchup for the last couple years now, and it's always been an exciting one. Good two teams to watch battle it out, and we'll see what both of them are able to accomplish this year.
Yeah, we've seen a couple good matchups between those teams so far this year, and I mean,
Clark dropping back. Here's it out to the back of the end zone and able to adjust.
What a catch!
I didn't see, I believe that's McMaster, who was able to adjust for an insane catch.
21 yards!
just
I
a
believe-
terrific catch.
It does look like it is McMaster with the 21-yard touchdown catch.
Really nice job by McMaster, who we've called a couple times in blocking, and then now this pass drive we've called him twice in the air. Just a really nice adjustment midair, extending this lead to two
just
scores.
Wonderful, doing his job to put the Colts up. Okay, Brewer on the hold. It's good. Cochamilio's kick is up, and the Steelhawks almost get there again. And they'll take a lead of 13.
Yeah, that's a huge play right there in this football game, as that extends the lead to 2 scores now. And now if you're Superior, this is a must-score drive right here.
All right, so the Steelhawks with 9 minutes left now expect Coach Klooster to dig into the bag, as we've seen the last couple nights. White Pines coming out with some nice plays as they were down in the last 2 playoff games.
Yeah,
Now let's see if Klooster will reach into his bag and show what he's possibly got cooking up here.
double reverse flea flickers. And
Yeah, man, I want to see it. I want to see it all. I want to see what you're made of. Semi-final football, you're fighting for a spot at a championship shot. And, you know, you got to come out clawing. And these teams have had some gutsy calls today, but I want to see a little bit of trickery going on. I want to see some smart plays, some things that you might not see on a week-to-week basis, something they've been practicing every week, but they've been keeping deep down. And this is the moment you want to use it. You're down 2 touchdowns. I mean, really, if you don't score on this drive, it's looking pretty grim. So you got to know that this is time to go for it and to pull something out that they haven't seen yet.
100%. You got to keep. Your season is to come down to 9 minutes. You got to throw every bit at them, right?
Absolutely.
Playbook is wide open.
No, for sure. All right, Cochamilio out to kick off for the Colts. It's up. And it goes off the chest of Dominic Ryan, who's able to scoop it up anyways. Good play by Dominic Ryan. I didn't see who made the tackle there. I believe it was 24. 24 again with another play.
Disaster avoided right there after that, right?
Yeah. Good on Dominic Ryan to field a nice kick return there, about maybe 10, 15 yards. All right, so it'll be first down for the Steelhawks on their own 35-yard line. Let's see what they're able to pull out here.
Chilly one here so far.
Yeah, it is getting a little chilly out tonight.
Got my winter coat on.
Yeah, we've got that typical playoff football weather, and it's been raining all day up here in Sault Ste. Marie. Joseph takes the snap, hands it off. It's Bishop who's chugging forward. Bishop breaking tackles, finally dragged down by Albury with more than enough for a Steelhawks first down. Bishop continuing to be the man tonight, 17 yards.
That is exactly what Superior needed to do on first down right there. A nice positive play on first down, giving your offense some momentum going into this must-score drive.
Absolutely. Unless something happens.
No. Yeah.
Unless something happens, but I haven't seen it yet. All right, another first down for the Steelhawks. Joseph under center, takes the snap. They run it again. It's Bishop. Bishop in open field. Unable to get away from, I believe, Brewer. There's a player down for the Steelhawks, but another good run by Bishop. Gain of 9. And we'll take another short break. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, Jackson Burt there for the Steelhawks. Standout offensive lineman, able to walk off under his own power. Having himself a great game today. Steelhawks back on offense. 2nd and 1 after that nice 9-yard run by Bishop. He's leading his team still in carries and rushing yards. Big first game on offense. Joseph under center. Takes the snap, opens up, hands it off. It's Dominic Ryan.
Oh, nice play.
Tries to spin away from Cochamilio. I believe
that's first down.
It's going to be really close.
Dominic Ryan
and they're
extended.
going to mark him.
First down.
They're going to mark it a first down. Good gain of 1 there by Ryan.
Dominic Ryan did a good job right there as soon as someone hit him to extend that football for a first down, knowing where the sticks are.
That's a good heads-up play there, and seeing things like that at the junior level gives you hope as a senior coach and coordinator that, you know, these guys already understand the game of football and they're able to make things like that happen. Joseph takes the snap. Little bit of trickery in the backfield, and it's Bishop again with a big chunk gain for the Steelhawks. About 7 yards.
His vision's just been just terrific so far in this football game. I mean, he's finding every little bit of open daylight he can find right now. Going through the tackles, he's doing a good job running outside and in between. That was a gain of about 7 right there.
Michael Bishop, a player who I had the pleasure of coaching in the Sioux Minor League. I remember he had showed up to our first day of practice with a hand cast on with a broken thumb, and he's like, "Coach, I'll be ready by week 2." And he was. Oh, as I say that, Joseph drops back to pass intended for Wooten, but comes out a bit wobbly. And as I said, on those 2nd and short plays, 2 or 3 yards, you want to take a shot downfield, see what you can get, because now it's 3rd down, and with running backs averaging 2 or 3 yards, you know, you just know you're going to have a really good chance to go get yourself a first down here, even if you run it with a guy like LeSession or McLean or Ryan or even Bishop now having himself a standout backfield night to night.
100%.
Joseph under center. Colts dialing up a blitz. They run the counter again. It's Bishop. Bishop breaking tackle, still on his feet. Finally goes down. A good gain once again. 7-ish yards. 9.
Michael Bishop is just doing it all right now, and he's fighting hard even after when he gets hit. And it's been a really nice find for the Steelhawks team, who is in desperate need of points on this drive, and he's provided a spark.
Absolutely, and they're going to do their diligence and leave him in there, the most productive man tonight. Nick Joseph under center. Takes the snap, opens up. They hand it off. I believe it's McLean. It is. McLean with a chunk gain of his own. 6 yards, maybe 7. They're going to mark him for 6.
Just a nice gain right there on first down, and that's what I've noticed on this drive right here is they're making chunk plays on first down and setting themselves up for second and short, and that like you said, Donnie, that opens up the playbook for you to take a shot down the field.
Absolutely, and there's another big chunk gain by Bishop for another Steelhawks first down.
They're just wearing this Korah Colts run defense down right now.
16-yard line, so about 10 yards on the first down.
A 12-yard run for Bishop there.
5 minutes left, Donnie. Crunch
There's
time.
a lot of football left. I'm sure the Steelhawks will try and force a 3-and-out or some sort of onside kick. In the red zone now. First and 10. Oh, and looks like Korah calling for a timeout. We'll take a little break here.
4:44 remaining.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back from the Korah timeout. They got to dial up their defense, let them know that it's absolutely essential that they don't score here. Ryan, the single back, Joseph under center. He takes the snap, opens. They hand it off to McLean on a sweep. McLean to the outside, tripped up, gain of 7. They're going to market that. Good run, putting him in that position where they usually see Clowater.
Yeah, just nice misdirection in the backfield right there and giving it to your big power back who gets you a good chunk of 7 yards on first down, setting you up in prime position here to put some points on the board late in this football game.
All right. I believe Kuder is back in the game for the Colts. As we saw him get helped off earlier. Glad he's back. Under center, Joseph. Takes the snap. They go to Lacession, but Lacession's brought down in the backfield by Che Grangs. Big tackle for loss there by Grangs. Sets up a 3rd and long for the Steelhawks. It's just not where you want to be.
We've seen Che Grangs a couple times tonight flying off the edge, and just another really nice job right there, sealing your edge and making sure nowhere to go.
And it's almost like they prepared all week to stop Lacession, as he just has been unable to make anything happen here tonight. Joseph under center. Takes the snap. They run the counter again, and Bishop, he had a big hold of the outside, but he cuts it up the middle. Gets back
Yeah, he missed
to where
that.
they had the ball before. Gain of 3.
Yeah, he missed that there. There was a little opening to the right side, and he just kind of tried to take it more to the inside.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just also looking at this here, how many plays that the Steelhawks have had on offense compared to the Colts. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. Or sorry, now it's under 3. That was the 3-minute warning. I was just looking at the replay. 4th down. The Steelhawks. They run the counter. McLean!
Fighting.
It's going to be close. Looks like he's going to be marked short. We'll see what the line judge has to say. Hold on.
Waiting on a signal.
The near side referee is calling him short, and so does the head ref. Korah able to turn the ball over. McLean unable to get the 5 they needed.
The coach is upset.
Yeah, absolutely. I would be too, but it almost looked like McLean had it as he fell forward for the first down, but due to where his knee touched, he was just unable to get it. But pinning the Colts deep here, there's certainly a chance that something could happen in the game as long as they don't get a couple first downs. The Steelhawks will still stand a chance.
Yeah, now you're going to see the Steelhawks use their timeouts trying to see if they can prevent any sort of time from running off this clock, and it's going to be an uphill battle from here.
Personally, like just saying personally though, I'm throwing that football on a crucial 4th down.
Oh, I
a
agree.
team who's only passed the ball 6 times tonight. I'm running what we've run with Dominic Ryan in the past, the leak out into the flats. All you need is 4 yards. I'm putting the ball in a player's hands through the air, play action. It's worked tonight before, and I think the run might just not have been the call there. But first down for the Colts. Clark takes the snap in the gun, takes it up the middle himself, makes a cut. Can't get away from the defensive line. Leave Dominic Ryan in there as well.
Short gain there.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure. He might have gained a yard.
If you're Korah here, you need to have 2 hands on this football. You're not trying to make any extra jukes when you don't need to. You're moving north to south, and you're having 2 hands on this football protecting this ball.
Yeah, absolutely. And Clark, once again, just having himself a night. 56 yards on the ground, 170 and a touchdown through the air, also a touchdown on the ground. Just showing, I am the rookie who's going to be able to start for Korah for the next 2 years, and I'm going to be dangerous once I have a little more time to develop. But Clark keeping it.
Tuck that ball
Can't
in.
get away from the Steelhawks defense.
Man.
Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, and this is the kind of defensive stand that Superior needs. Force the ball out from the Colts and give themselves a chance with 2 minutes left on the clock.
Clark had 1 hand on that football as he was
Absolutely.
running. And he's kind of holding it out like a loaf of bread, and he's really got to tuck that ball in. And we've already seen him lose 1 today on the ground. He's going to,
Yeah,
especially with it being cold as well, just extra ball security.
absolutely. You lose track of how cold your hands are, and you get hit a little too hard, and you'd be surprised how easy it pops out. But Clark looking to his left, hits Leighton on the screen. Leighton cuts it back up the middle and is hit after just a short gain. Leighton, the most productive receiver in the air tonight. Or sorry, no. He is one of the most productive. He is 40 yards in the air. A couple more after that. They're marking it just a gain of 1.
Yeah, I like that play. Just trying to get it to the outside because you got 8 guys loading the box, and just a really nice job by Superior ultimately.
Absolutely. And
doing what they needed to do.
the Colts leaving the offense on the field for 4th down. A big play call here.
What the?
I
Oh, no, they're just
understand
going
what
to take
they're
2.
doing.
He's just going to take 2.
Yeah, they are going to go give up 2. A wise decision by Clark and the Colts, as now they're going to pin the Steelhawks down on their own 35 with 1:41 left in the game. And you know what? Yeah, that might have sealed it, as the Steelhawks have been really productive on offense, especially in the second half, but they've only been able to march and have been unable to produce those big chunk plays, especially in the air, and I think that's the leg up that the Colts had in this game.
Yeah, no, explosive plays have gone to the Colts. And, I mean, you got 1:41 here. You're going to be starting at the 35-yard line. You just got a long way to go with not a crazy amount of time. So they're going to need those chunk plays if they're going to want even a chance to win this football game.
All right, the Steelhawks with first down on their own 35. And, if there's any time to pull something out of the playbook, it's now, because all they really need are 2 touchdowns. They don't even need the extra points. They have enough on the board right now to go put 2 in the end zone, and that would be the game. I would expect them to utilize the arm of Nick Joseph to try and attack through the air here tonight.
I agree.
And they're putting him on the 40. Hold on.
I thought that was the 35.
I thought it was the 35 too.
Okay, well.
All right, the Steelhawks in a little bit of a better situation than we thought. First down on the 40-yard line. Heavy line on the right side. They take the snap. He drops back, airs it out, caught. Wooten tries to find a seam, unable to get away from Gordon, and there's that chunk yardage they've been missing all night.
Great throw by Nick Joseph, catching Wooten in stride. A nice job by Wooten escaping from a couple defenders there and fighting for an extra about 10, 12 yards.
Yeah, good play there by the Steelhawks. And that's the one that Wooten got back from earlier, just able to extend and reel it in perfectly. And then using his athleticism up the seam, he hasn't been able to carry the ball much today. They hand it off here. Clowater trying to get away. Caldema unable to get away from Caldema as he makes the play. Tackle for loss. It'll be 2nd and long now. Loss of 4 for Clowater.
Caldema with the tackle.
Yeah, just Caldema came flying in.
Caldema, standout athlete there tonight for the Colts. All right. 2nd and 14 for the Steelhawks. Joseph takes the snap. He drops back, airs it out, and it's going to be over everyone's heads. Sees Gordon downfield, and
Just some miscommunication right there.
Maybe also saw just the 3 men sitting back there, Albury, Gordon, and Brewer, all hanging out deep. Just, got a little antsy on that throw. The clock will stop after the incomplete pass. 59 seconds, 3rd and 14. You need whatever you can get here. Joseph. They hand it off to Bishop. Bishop to the outside. Can't get away from Caldema again.
45, 46-yard line before being brought down. Layton with the tackle.
Good gain of 6 by Bishop.
Yeah, nice gain right there. Just unfortunately for the Steelhawks, time is not on their side right now.
It is not. 51 seconds and ticking. 4th down and long. You got to make a big play here. Oh, and one of the teams, I believe the Steelhawks, have called a timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in just a moment.
38 seconds remaining.
All right, we're back. 4th and 8 here. The Steelhawks getting set. Joseph takes the snap, drops back, airs it out downfield, and it's caught for a 1st down.
Pass downfield.
Wow.
I believe it's Wooten. He's hit hard by Gordon after the catch.
Just a tremendous throw by Nick Joseph right there. And I mean, when it first came off his hand, I thought he got a little too much air under it, but it just plopped right in the basket of Wooten. And
Absolutely.
when he needed to make the throw, he made it. So
From
props
the
to Nick Joseph.
48-yard line down to the 27.
Giving him a fighting chance.
Who caught it, 24?
Yeah, Wooten.
Yeah, Wooten again. Finally finding their connection when it's most important. They hand it to Bishop. The ball comes out. It's recovered. Cade Jones able to hold possession. Michael Bishop's honestly first mistake of the night as he's had a huge game.
Yeah, just a little bit of confusion right there as Bishop ran in.
I don't even
to
know
Joseph.
why we're running the football with 30 seconds left. Although that said, another carry of more than 2 and Bishop breaks the 100-yard mark. 18 and ticking for the Steelhawks. Joseph under center. He takes the snap, airs it out. It's intercepted. Martino Cacciamilio, and he's off to the races. Nick Joseph flying across the field. He cuts it back. Lesession finally able to wrap him up and bring him down.
Ladies and gentlemen, Martino
Cacciamilio.
And that's going to be the game. Cacciamilio with the game-sealing interception.
Putting a bow on it.
Absolutely. And what a game tonight. And we'll take a quick moment to announce the players of the game. Which team do you want to do?
I'll do Korah, and I
right.
think for Korah, we were talking about maybe maybe Lucas McMaster or maybe Reed Gordon, who's had an interception in this game, but ultimately it comes down to quarterbacking, and Davian Clark did a terrific job game managing this whole football game as he had 2 total touchdowns. He was terrific on the ground, terrific through the air, just a really good performance from Davian Clark. So that's who I got.
Absolutely. Davian Clark with an amazing game, 2 total touchdowns, over 220 all-purpose yards. And for the Superior Heights Steelhawks, a man who we have not seen very much on offense this season, number 6, Michael Bishop, coming into this game, 98 yards on the ground and 17 carries, absolutely taking the fight to Korah for his team, able to produce, and he had himself a great game here tonight.
100%.
But ladies and gentlemen, I'm Donnie Matthews, joined here by Liam Mears. Thank you for joining us tonight at Sergeant John Fott Field for some junior semifinal action. Stay tuned, as at 7:30 we kick off the senior semifinal. Have a good night.